The power of first impressions. How to analyze people on sight. Written and published by True of Life. The mystical importance of first impressions. In the realm of esoteric thought, first impressions transcend the superficiality typically associated with mere surface-level judgments. They are imbued with spiritual depth, serving as a powerful exchange of energies between two beings. When we meet someone for the first time, the interaction is not just the physical, vocal, or emotional display of our personalities. It is the interaction of two souls, two auric fields. Gnostic teachings and Rosicrucian philosophies suggest that such moments are critical because they reveal more than what meets the eye. Every first encounter is an unveiling of energetic frequencies, a merging of vibrations that speaks volumes about an individual's essence. The energy one brings into a meeting is a reflection of their spiritual alignment, a culmination of their thoughts, emotions, and karmic history. We must remember that when we observe someone for the first time, we are not merely reading their facial expressions or gestures. We are also perceiving the subtle energies that they emit, energies that communicate the silent truths of their being. At the center of this energetic exchange is the aura, the field of energy that surrounds the physical body. For centuries, mystics have understood the aura as a gateway to the soul, a vibrant cloak that not only protects the spirit but also radiates its condition outwardly. This energetic field is not static. It shifts, changes, and fluctuates in response to one's mental, emotional, and spiritual state. Some claim that those who have cultivated their spiritual awareness can perceive the colors and textures of a person's aura upon first sight. These colors, ranging from vibrant golds and greens to duller grays and browns, reveal much about an individual's state of being. For example, a bright aura often indicates an individual who is spiritually aligned, compassionate, or emotionally open, while a murky aura may hint at unresolved inner turmoil or blocked energy. In this sense, the aura can be seen as the canvas of the soul, constantly shifting to reflect our inner realities. With the proper attunement of our own awareness, we can learn to perceive these fields and use them to guide our understanding of the people we meet. Ancient teachings also remind us of the esoteric laws of attraction and repulsion, principles that are deeply embedded in the fabric of the universe. From a mystical perspective, these laws operate beyond the visible and tangible, guiding the flow of energy between beings on a subtle, energetic level. According to the principle of like attracts like, individuals are often drawn to those whose vibrational frequencies resonate with their own. Upon first meeting someone, the sense of attraction or repulsion you experience is more than a biological or psychological reaction. It is an energetic alignment, or misalignment, between your soul and theirs. This is why some encounters feel magnetic, as though you've met a kindred spirit, while others leave you feeling uneasy, as if you've brushed against a dissonant frequency. In either case, these reactions are deeply karmic in nature, revealing old patterns, unresolved issues, or lessons that may yet need to be learned. In the tapestry of existence, no meeting is accidental, and first impressions serve as spiritual signposts, guiding us toward the connections that can lead to growth and transformation. Understanding the mystical importance of first impressions requires us to shift our perspective, to see beyond the physical and tap into the subtle currents that flow between us. To fully grasp the depth of these encounters, we must cultivate a heightened sense of awareness. This awareness is not about being judgmental or quick to categorize people based on fleeting appearances. It is about developing an intuitive sensitivity to the energetic forces at play. Esoteric traditions teach that by tuning our own inner energies, through practices such as meditation, breathwork, and conscious intention, we can sharpen our ability to perceive the energies of others. This, in turn, enhances our capacity to understand the deeper truths that lie beneath the surface of every first encounter. By stepping into a space of inner stillness, we can quiet the mind's habitual chatter and attune ourselves to the frequencies that reveal the true nature of those we meet. Yet, these first impressions are not solely a one-way street. As much as we read the energies of others, we are simultaneously emitting our own. The aura, the field of thoughts, emotions, and intentions that surrounds each of us, is constantly communicating who we are to the world. In moments of first contact, others perceive our vibrational frequency just as we perceive theirs. Therefore, if we wish to make meaningful connections and leave a lasting positive impact, we must first focus on cultivating our own energetic alignment. This involves not only refining our external appearance or demeanor but also tending to the inner landscape of our thoughts, emotions, and spirit. The more balanced, harmonious, and aligned we are within ourselves, the more we project an aura of calm strength and authenticity, which naturally attracts others who resonate with those qualities. In this way, the art of first impressions becomes an alchemical process, where inner and outer realities converge to create a potent field of attraction, paving the way for deeper, more authentic relationships. Ultimately, first impressions are not about forming rigid judgments or snap conclusions about others. They are about recognizing the flow of energy that exists between all beings. Every first encounter is an opportunity for spiritual growth, a chance to connect with another soul on a profound level. By approaching these moments with awareness and humility, we open ourselves to the possibility of transformation, not only in our relationships with others but also in our relationship with ourselves. We are mirrors for one another, reflections of the divine spark that exists within all things. And it is through the lens of first impressions that we begin to see, perhaps for the first time, the intricate web of connection that binds us all. The art of reading faces. Physiognomy in occult knowledge. From the earliest esoteric traditions, the face has been regarded as a map of the soul, a mirror that reflects the complexities of the inner self. To the untrained eye, the features of a face may seem purely physical, yet for those who delve into the ancient mystical arts, every contour, wrinkle, and expression reveals profound truths about a person's character, emotions, and spiritual state. Physiognomy, the practice of interpreting facial features to understand the deeper layers of the human psyche, has long been a cornerstone of occult knowledge. The Rosicrucians and Gnostics viewed the face as a living testament to the spiritual journey an individual has traversed, and by learning to read these signs, one can peer into the mysteries of the soul that might otherwise remain hidden. The shape and structure of the face, as perceived in these traditions, are not arbitrary. They are symbolic of deeper spiritual and psychological traits. A broad forehead, for instance, might signal intellectual strength, a person deeply engaged in the world of ideas and higher thought. In contrast, a narrow or sloping forehead could reveal an individual more in tune with instinct, emotion, or material concerns. Similarly, the shape of the nose has been said to reflect willpower and determination. A sharp, defined nose may suggest a focused and driven personality, while a softer, rounder nose may indicate a more passive or adaptable nature. These observations go far beyond superficial beauty standards. They are grounded in the understanding that the physical body is the outer manifestation of the spiritual essence, with every feature carrying symbolic weight. When you look at someone's face, you are not simply seeing skin and bone. You are glimpsing the spiritual blueprint that defines their existence. Facial expressions, too, hold a significant place in this ancient knowledge. The eyes, the mouth, and the brow are all considered gateways to understanding a person's spiritual and emotional state. When someone smiles, for example, the muscles around the eyes contract in a way that can either enhance the expression of joy or betray a sense of disconnection from the emotion being projected. A smile that does not reach the eyes is often a sign of a hidden agenda or suppressed feelings. The movement of the brow, whether furrowed in thought or lifted in surprise, offers further clues into the emotional landscape of the individual. It is not merely about reading expressions for what they seem on the surface, but about understanding the subtle energies behind them, the subconscious forces that shape our behavior even when we believe we are in full control. Esoteric teachings emphasize the importance of these micro-expressions as they are often spontaneous and uncontrollable, providing a window into the unguarded mind and the truths it may be unwilling to voice. Perhaps one of the most intriguing aspects of this practice is the analysis of symmetry and asymmetry in the face. Symmetry has long been associated with harmony, balance, and health, both physical and spiritual. A face that is symmetrical is often perceived as more attractive, but in occult thought, this symmetry is a marker of an individual's inner equilibrium. When the facial features are balanced, it indicates that the person has achieved a certain level of spiritual alignment, that their mental, emotional, and spiritual energies are working in unison. Conversely, asymmetry in the face can be a sign of disharmony, revealing that the individual is struggling with unresolved conflicts, whether they are physical ailments, emotional wounds, or spiritual disconnections. For example, if one side of the face droops or is more pronounced than the other, it may suggest a division within the self, an internal struggle between competing desires or beliefs. The occultist interprets this as a sign that the person's outer reality does not fully align with their inner truth, manifesting in the form of physical imbalances. These interpretations are further nuanced by the study of the face's overall tension and relaxation. A face that carries a great deal of tension, with tight jaws, pursed lips, or a clenched brow, reveals a person who is not at peace with their inner or outer world. This tension can be the result of unresolved emotional trauma, suppressed desires, or an inability to surrender to the natural flow of life. On the other hand, a face that is relaxed, with soft features and gentle expressions, is often a sign of someone who has found harmony within themselves, someone who moves through the world with a sense of ease and acceptance. The Rosicrucians would interpret this as a sign of spiritual maturity, a state where the individual has learned to transcend the lower planes of existence, where worry, fear, and anxiety dominate, and has connected with the higher realms of spiritual consciousness, where peace and inner balance reign. It is also important to understand that the face does not merely reveal a static snapshot of the individual but is in a state of constant evolution, shaped by the ongoing spiritual and emotional journey of the person. A person's face in youth may carry a certain vitality or openness, but as they age, the lines and creases that form tell the story of their life, of joys and sorrows, of spiritual triumphs and failures. The face is a living record of the soul's progression through time. The lines around the eyes may deepen, not merely as a sign of aging but as an indication of a person who has spent their life seeking knowledge, peering into the mysteries of existence with curiosity and determination. Similarly, frown lines across the forehead may reveal a life lived in contemplation, in deep thought, or in struggle with life's uncertainties. In this way, the practice of reading faces is not just about analyzing physical characteristics. It is about understanding the unfolding spiritual narrative that shapes our existence. Ultimately, the art of physiognomy within occult knowledge teaches us that the face is a reflection of the soul's journey, a journey that is complex, layered, and ever-changing. By learning to read the face through the lens of esoteric wisdom, we gain access to deeper insights about those we meet, and more importantly, we deepen our understanding of the divine nature of human experience. Every line, every curve, every expression is a symbol, an indicator of the unseen forces that guide and shape our lives. As we train ourselves to observe these signs, we do more than analyze another's appearance. We come to perceive the very essence of their being, their joys and their sorrows, their light and their darkness. This knowledge, when applied with compassion and humility, allows us to connect with others on a profoundly spiritual level, seeing beyond the mask of the physical form to the divine essence that lies within. The eyes. Windows to the soul. Throughout the annals of esoteric knowledge, few features of the human body have been as revered, scrutinized, and mystically examined as the eyes. The ancient mystics, Gnostics, and occultists understood that while the face may speak the language of the body and emotions, the eyes speak the language of the soul. They are the gateway through which the most profound aspects of a person's inner world can be glimpsed. It is through the eyes that we connect with the divine spark within others, and in this connection, we find a reflection of our own spiritual journey. To the spiritual seeker, the eyes offer more than just a window into someone's emotional state. They offer a direct portal into their essence, their karmic path, and their spiritual evolution. Esoteric traditions have long held that the eyes are the most potent source of energetic communication between individuals. When we meet someone for the first time, eye contact can initiate an exchange of energies that bypasses verbal communication and strikes directly at the heart of who we are. It is said that the eyes carry within them the vibrations of the soul, and that through sustained eye contact, one can discern a person's spiritual alignment, emotional state, and even their intentions. The mystics taught that the eyes are the conduit for transmitting the subtle, unspoken truths of existence. Whether a person's gaze is steady and open or furtive and evasive, the eyes reveal what the heart and mind often seek to conceal. To the trained spiritual observer, reading someone's eyes is akin to reading their soul's script, an unveiling of their deepest desires, fears, and truths. Different types of gazes carry their own unique spiritual significance. For example, an intense gaze that seems to penetrate deeply into your own eyes is often indicative of a person who is not only deeply aware of their own inner world but who is also attuned to the spiritual dimensions of life. These individuals possess a magnetism that comes from a place of inner alignment, a gaze that draws you in and demands your attention. In contrast, a fleeting or darting gaze, where someone avoids eye contact, can be a sign of inner conflict, dishonesty, or emotional turbulence. Esoteric teachings suggest that such individuals may be out of sync with their spiritual self or may be concealing truths they are not ready to confront, either within themselves or in relation to the world around them. An averted gaze often signals fear, shame, or a lack of confidence, reflecting a disconnection between the external persona and the inner self. The eyes, in their many forms of expression, are also deeply linked to the flow of energy within the body. In occult traditions, maintaining eye contact can serve as a method of influencing others energetically. This is rooted in the belief that the eyes are transmitters of intention and power. For instance, in certain magical practices, the practitioner uses a technique called gazing to project energy into another person's auric field through the eyes, with the intention of influencing their thoughts or emotions. This form of gazing is subtle but potent, as the recipient may not consciously realize they are being influenced but will feel a shift in their emotional or mental state. Gazing can also be used as a tool of protection or defense, projecting a powerful energy that repels negative forces or intentions. Mystical traditions teach that by focusing one's gaze and intention, a person can create an energetic barrier around themselves, effectively shielding their aura from unwanted intrusions. The relationship between the eyes and spiritual energy is not solely about projection, it is also about absorption. Just as we can project energy through our eyes, we can absorb the energy of others by making direct eye contact. This can be both a blessing and a challenge. Those who are highly attuned to the spiritual world often find that making sustained eye contact with someone who is emotionally or spiritually unbalanced can leave them feeling drained or unsettled. This is because the eyes serve as conduits for energetic exchange, allowing us to take in the energy of others, sometimes without even realizing it. For this reason, esoteric practitioners often practice techniques to shield their eyes energetically, particularly in situations where they sense that the energy around them is chaotic or harmful. These techniques involve visualizing protective light around the eyes or consciously limiting eye contact to prevent the absorption of negative energy. In ancient occult teachings, the power of the eyes is also connected to the broader concept of perception, not just physical sight, but spiritual vision. The eyes are said to reflect the clarity of one's inner sight, the ability to perceive beyond the material world and into the deeper layers of existence. When we speak of someone having clear eyes, we are not merely referring to the brightness or appearance of their physical eyes but to their spiritual clarity, their ability to see the truth beyond illusion. Gnostics believed that the eyes of a spiritually awakened individual carry a different quality of light, a brightness that is not of this world. This light is a reflection of the inner illumination that comes from the soul's connection to higher realms. Such individuals are said to have seen the light, both figuratively and literally, and this spiritual vision allows them to navigate the complexities of human existence with wisdom and insight. The symbolic importance of the eyes as windows to the soul is further emphasized by their role in occult practices of initiation. In many esoteric traditions, initiates are taught to use their eyes to perceive the unseen world, to look beyond the physical form and into the spiritual essence of things. This ability to see is not merely metaphorical but is developed through years of meditation, concentration, and spiritual discipline. The initiate learns to see the auric fields that surround people and objects, to perceive the flow of energy within a space, and to discern the subtle shifts in vibration that indicate spiritual presence. In this way, the eyes become a tool of spiritual mastery, allowing the practitioner to navigate both the physical and metaphysical realms with heightened awareness. Ultimately, the eyes hold a power that transcends their physical function. They are conduits of the soul, transmitting the truths that words cannot capture. They reveal our deepest emotions, our spiritual alignment, and the vibrational frequency we carry. When we look into someone's eyes, we are not merely seeing their physical form. We are encountering the vastness of their inner world. The connection made through the eyes is a spiritual exchange, one that can offer profound insights into the nature of another's being. To truly understand the power of the eyes, one must go beyond the act of looking and enter the realm of seeing, seeing not only with the physical eyes but with the eyes of the soul. It is through this deeper vision that we unlock the mysteries of human nature, gaining access to the hidden truths that lie just beneath the surface. The influence of body language on first impressions. The human body, with all its movements and postures, serves as a powerful conduit for the spiritual and energetic forces that shape our experiences. In occult traditions, the body is not merely a vessel for the soul but an active participant in the flow of energy that governs both our internal state and our interactions with the world around us. Body language, therefore, is far more than an unconscious display of emotions. It is an intricate dance of spiritual energies, revealing the alignment or misalignment of mind, body, and soul. Those who are trained in esoteric teachings understand that the way someone moves, stands, or gestures speaks volumes about their inner world, offering clues not only about their personality but also about their spiritual evolution. The ancient sages believed that first impressions are deeply influenced by this subtle communication, as body language transmits energetic truths that words often fail to express. At the core of this understanding is the belief that the physical body is an outward expression of the inner self. Every posture, every gesture, is a reflection of the energy that flows through us. When we observe someone's body language, we are, in essence, witnessing the manifestation of their spiritual and emotional state. Posture, in particular, plays a significant role in this dynamic. A person who stands tall with an open chest and relaxed shoulders projects an energy of confidence, stability, and openness. In occult teachings, this type of posture is often associated with a harmonious alignment of the spiritual, mental, and emotional bodies. It suggests that the individual is grounded, centered in their being, and in tune with the higher vibrations of the universe. On the other hand, someone who slouches or adopts a closed posture, such as crossed arms or hunched shoulders, may be signaling not only insecurity but also a blockage in their energy flow. This could indicate spiritual disharmony, emotional defensiveness, or unresolved internal conflict. The physical body mirrors the condition of the energy body, and by attuning ourselves to these subtle signals, we can gain deeper insights into the person's spiritual state. Movement, too, holds great significance in the esoteric understanding of body language. Every gesture we make carries with it a certain vibrational frequency, and these movements can either enhance or disrupt the flow of energy within and around us. For example, deliberate, fluid movements often indicate a person who is in control of their energy, someone who is mindful and conscious of their actions. In spiritual terms, this can be seen as a sign of mastery over the self, a reflection of an individual who has learned to align their physical actions with their spiritual intentions. In contrast, erratic or fidgety movements may suggest scattered energy, emotional agitation, or a lack of grounding. Esoteric traditions teach that such movement patterns often point to a disconnect between the mind and body, where the individual's energy is fractured or pulled in multiple directions. In this way we move through space becomes a reflection of how we move through life, either with purpose and intention or with uncertainty and imbalance. One of the more subtle but profound aspects of body language in esoteric thought is the positioning of the limbs, particularly the arms and legs. When someone crosses their arms or legs, it is not merely a casual gesture, it is a form of energetic self-protection. In the occult understanding, crossing the limbs creates a barrier that interrupts the natural flow of energy, both within the body and between the individual and their environment. This gesture often indicates that the person is guarding themselves against external influences, whether they are emotional, energetic, or even psychic. In social interactions, crossed arms or legs can suggest that the person feels threatened or defensive, unwilling to fully open themselves to the exchange of energy that is taking place. It is a protective stance, signaling that the individual is not ready to fully engage or reveal their true self. On the other hand, open and expansive gestures, where the arms are uncrossed and the body is relaxed, suggest a willingness to connect, to allow the free flow of energy between oneself and others. Occult teachings also emphasize the significance of specific gestures and what they reveal about the flow of energy within the body. For instance, touching the face or hair during a conversation can be interpreted as a sign of self-consciousness or insecurity. This type of gesture often indicates that the individual is uncomfortable with the energy exchange that is taking place and may be subconsciously attempting to shield themselves from external scrutiny. Esoteric traditions suggest that such gestures can also point to unresolved emotional wounds or areas where the person's energy is blocked. Conversely, gestures that involve open hands or palms facing outward are seen as symbols of honesty and receptivity. In many mystical practices, the open palm is associated with the heart chakra, the center of compassion and unconditional love. When someone gestures with open palms, it indicates that they are energetically open, willing to give and receive with a spirit of generosity and authenticity. This subtle but powerful gesture is often a sign that the individual is in alignment with their higher self and is operating from a place of spiritual integrity. The flow of energy through the body is intricately connected to the spiritual practices of grounding and centering, both of which are essential for maintaining balance in interactions with others. Grounding refers to the process of connecting one's energy to the earth, creating a stable foundation from which to engage with the world. In terms of body language, grounded individuals often exhibit physical stability, both in posture and movement. They stand firmly on the earth, their energy rooted in the present moment. In occult teachings, this grounded presence is essential for making a powerful first impression, as it signals that the individual is anchored in their being and is not easily swayed by external forces. A grounded person is energetically resilient, able to maintain their center even in challenging or chaotic situations. In contrast, individuals who lack grounding may appear physically unstable, shifting their weight frequently, fidgeting, or avoiding stillness. This lack of physical stability reflects an internal imbalance, where the person's energy is scattered or disconnected from the earth. Such individuals may find it difficult to stay present in interactions, as their energy is not fully integrated with the moment at hand. Esoteric teachings emphasize the importance of grounding not only for personal well-being but also for cultivating meaningful and authentic connections with others. Without a strong energetic foundation, the flow of energy between individuals becomes disrupted, leading to superficial or fragmented interactions. In the broader spiritual sense, body language is a reflection of the interplay between the physical and energetic bodies. The posture, gestures, and movements we adopt are expressions of our internal energy state, and they influence the way others perceive us. In occult traditions, mastering body language involves more than just being aware of one's physical presence. It is about consciously aligning one's energy with higher spiritual principles. By cultivating a state of inner harmony and grounding, we can project an energy of calm confidence, openness, and authenticity, making a lasting and positive first impression on those we meet. The mastery of body language, therefore, is not merely about social etiquette or communication skills. It is a deeply spiritual practice that requires mindfulness, self-awareness, and a connection to the greater forces that govern the flow of energy in the universe. The influence of body language on first impressions is profound, particularly when viewed through the lens of esoteric wisdom. The body, in all its movements and postures, serves as a reflection of the soul's journey, revealing the state of our inner world. By understanding the spiritual significance of body language, we can deepen our connections with others, attune to the energies at play, and project a presence that is both authentic and empowered. Through this awareness, we not only improve our interactions with others but also cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves, allowing us to move through the world with grace, intention, and spiritual alignment. Voice and vibration. The power of sound in first impressions. In the esoteric traditions, sound is more than just a tool for communication. It is the very fabric from which the universe is woven. The ancient mystics believed that everything in existence is a vibration, a resonance that pulses through the fabric of reality. Within this understanding, the human voice holds a particular power, as it is an instrument through which we express our inner vibrations and spiritual states. The sound of someone's voice carries within it the essence of their being, revealing their emotional state, spiritual alignment, and even their karmic journey. In this way, the voice is not simply a method of conveying words. It is a direct channel through which our energy interacts with the world, influencing both the speaker and the listener on a profound, often unseen level. The mystical traditions of the Rosicrucians, Gnostics, and other esoteric schools teach that sound, particularly the human voice, is a form of creative power. Just as the ancient texts speak of the universe being brought into existence through the word, through sound, so too do our words shape the reality around us. When we speak, we are not merely exchanging information. We are casting vibrations into the world, vibrations that have the power to heal, to harm, to uplift, or to obscure. This understanding emphasizes the need for conscious speech, for being aware of the energy we project through our voices. The tone, pitch, and rhythm of our voice are reflections of our internal state, and they have a direct influence on the impressions we make upon others. The occult belief in the power of the voice is rooted in the concept of vibration. Every sound we produce carries with it a certain vibrational frequency, and that frequency resonates with the energy fields of those around us. When we meet someone for the first time, the sound of their voice imprints itself on our energy field, creating a lasting impression that goes beyond the content of their words. A voice that is calm, steady, and resonant suggests a person who is spiritually aligned, grounded, and in control of their energy. Conversely, a voice that is high-pitched, shaky, or erratic often indicates someone who is disconnected from their inner self, someone whose energy is fragmented or unsettled. In this way, the sound of a person's voice can offer profound insights into their spiritual state and emotional well-being, often before we even begin to consciously process the words they are saying. The pitch and tone of the voice are particularly significant in the esoteric understanding of sound and vibration. A deep, resonant voice, for example, is often associated with stability, authority, and groundedness. This type of voice reflects a strong connection to the earth, suggesting that the individual is well grounded and in harmony with their surroundings. In contrast, a voice that is high-pitched or strained can indicate a lack of grounding or an imbalance in the energy centers of the body. In many esoteric systems, the throat is seen as a bridge between the heart and the mind, the chakra that governs communication and expression. When there is tension in the voice, whether through pitch, tone, or delivery, it often signifies a blockage in this energetic center, a disconnection between the individual's thoughts and their ability to express them authentically. Rhythm also plays a crucial role in the spiritual analysis of voice and vibration. In occult teachings, the rhythm of speech reflects the flow of energy within a person. Those who speak in a slow, deliberate manner often project an energy of calm and introspection, signaling that they are in control of their internal energies. This rhythm suggests a connection to the deeper currents of life, an alignment with the natural flow of time and space. On the other hand, a hurried or erratic speech pattern can indicate an individual who is out of sync with the flow of energy around them, someone whose internal state is rushed or chaotic. Esoteric traditions teach that mastering the rhythm of one's voice is akin to mastering the rhythm of life. By speaking with a balanced, harmonious rhythm, we align our energy with the cosmic forces, creating a resonance that others will naturally be drawn to. Beyond the technical aspects of voice, pitch, tone, rhythm, there is also the spiritual quality of intention. In esoteric knowledge, intention is the driving force behind all creation, and this applies just as much to our voice as it does to our thoughts and actions. When we speak, the intention behind our words is more important than the words themselves. A voice filled with genuine care, love, and compassion will resonate with the listener on a soul level, creating a connection that transcends the intellectual. Conversely, a voice laced with hidden motives, deception, or manipulation may still convey the desired message on a superficial level, but it will create a subtle dissonance in the listener's energy field. In the world of first impressions, this dissonance is felt almost immediately, as though the sound of the voice does not quite match the vibration of the soul. This is why in esoteric traditions, practitioners are taught to speak with clarity of intention, to ensure that their words align with their true inner state, for the voice cannot hide the energy it carries. Developing what some call spiritual listening is an essential skill for anyone interested in understanding the deeper layers of human interaction. Spiritual listening goes beyond hearing the words that are spoken. It involves attuning oneself to the vibrational frequency behind the voice. This requires a level of inner stillness and presence, an ability to quiet the mind's chatter so that one can perceive the subtle energies that are being transmitted through sound. When we listen spiritually, we hear not just the content of someone's speech but the truth of their being. We sense their emotional state, their level of spiritual alignment, and their hidden intentions, all encoded in the vibrational signature of their voice. In the practice of spiritual listening, the sound of the voice becomes a tool for energetic discernment, allowing us to navigate human interactions with greater awareness and understanding. The power of sound and vibration also extends to the ways in which we can use our voices to influence the energy around us. In many occult traditions, chanting, toning, and the use of specific sounds are seen as powerful methods of raising one's vibration and creating harmony in the environment. The sound of the voice, when used with intention, can clear negative energy, heal emotional wounds, and even influence the energetic patterns of others. This practice, known as vibrational healing, taps into the universal principle that like attracts like. By emitting a certain frequency through the voice, we can attract energies that resonate with that frequency, effectively reshaping the energetic landscape around us. In the context of first impressions, this means that by speaking with a high vibrational frequency, using words of kindness, compassion, and integrity, we can influence the energy of those we meet, creating an environment of trust and openness. In this way, the voice becomes not just a tool for communication but a powerful force for spiritual transformation. When we speak with awareness of the vibrations we are projecting, we engage in the alchemical process of shaping reality through sound. The esoteric traditions teach us that sound has the power to create, to destroy, to heal, and to transform. By understanding the power of our own voice, we can make a conscious effort to use it wisely, to align our words with our highest intentions, and to project an energy that resonates with truth and authenticity. In the world of first impressions, the voice holds a central place in shaping the energetic dynamics between individuals. The vibrations we emit through our voice speak directly to the soul, creating an immediate connection or disconnection that transcends the surface level of interaction. Whether we are aware of it or not, the sound of our voice reveals the state of our inner being, influencing how we are perceived and how others respond to us. By cultivating an awareness of this process, by mastering the art of conscious speech and spiritual listening, we can transform our interactions with others, creating a space for authentic, soulful connection. The voice, after all, is more than just a sound. It is the vibration of the soul, the resonance of our inner truth projected into the world. The alchemical process of first encounters. Every meeting between two individuals can be seen as an alchemical event, a moment in which distinct energies blend and transform to create something entirely new. In the teachings of the esoteric traditions, first encounters are not mere coincidences, but opportunities for profound energetic and spiritual exchanges. Much like the ancient art of alchemy, where base metals were transmuted into gold, human interactions hold the potential for transformation at a spiritual level. The energy you carry into a first encounter, and the energy you receive from the other person, begins to combine in a way that creates a unique energetic substance, a third field of energy that neither person had before the meeting. This concept, rooted in the deeper mystical understanding of human connection, reminds us that every relationship, every interaction, is part of a greater cosmic process of evolution and growth. In spiritual alchemy, transformation is the core principle. Just as lead is transformed into gold in the alchemist's laboratory, so too are our energies transformed when we meet someone new. The energies of both individuals blend, and the outcome of this interaction depends on the purity and intention of those energies. If both individuals bring a high vibrational frequency, such as compassion, openness, and authenticity, this alchemical process can lead to the creation of a powerful, harmonious connection. This is where the essence of spiritual gold, or enlightenment, can be found within relationships. However, if one or both individuals bring lower vibrations, such as fear, anger, or deceit, the interaction may result in a form of energetic toxicity, a negative transmutation that leaves both parties feeling depleted or unsettled. This dynamic highlights the importance of being mindful of the energy you carry into a first meeting, as it sets the tone for the alchemical process that will unfold. The emotional resonance of a first encounter plays a significant role in shaping this alchemical transformation. Resonance, in occult terms, refers to the principle that like attracts like. Energies that are in harmony naturally come together and amplify each other, while discordant energies repel or create friction. When you meet someone for the first time, your emotional state at that moment can either draw you closer to that person or push you apart. If you are vibrating at a frequency of love, openness, and curiosity, you will likely attract people who resonate with those qualities. If, on the other hand, you carry energies of anxiety, resentment, or mistrust, you may find that your first impressions with others are fraught with discomfort or tension. This is the law of resonance in action, where your internal state mirrors back to you through your interactions with others, showing you both where you are energetically aligned and where healing may be needed. In esoteric teachings, this energetic reflection is not random but karmic in nature. Every person we meet is, in a sense, a mirror that reflects aspects of our own spiritual journey. This idea, drawn from Gnostic and Hermetic traditions, suggests that our first impressions of others are not just about them, they are also about us. When we are drawn to someone immediately, it may be because they embody qualities we admire or seek to cultivate within ourselves. When we feel instant repulsion or discomfort around someone, it may point to unresolved aspects of our own shadow, areas of our psyche that we have yet to integrate or heal. In this way, first impressions are spiritual mirrors, showing us what we need to work on within ourselves, as well as revealing the potential for growth and connection with others. This concept of mirroring is deeply connected to the alchemical idea of transmutation. Just as lead contains within it the potential to become gold, our reactions to others contain the seeds of our own transformation. The discomfort we feel in certain first encounters is not something to be avoided or dismissed, but something to be examined and understood. These moments of friction hold the potential for profound spiritual alchemy, if we choose to face them with awareness. The key to this process lies in recognizing that the energies we experience in others are often a reflection of our own. If we feel unsettled by someone's presence, it is worth asking whether that feeling stems from a projection of our own unresolved fears or insecurities. Similarly, if we feel uplifted or inspired by someone, it is a reflection of the qualities we are ready to embrace within ourselves. This is the alchemical power of first impressions. They offer us the chance to transmute our own energy by seeing ourselves more clearly in the reflection of another. Moreover, the alchemical nature of first encounters is not limited to emotional and energetic exchanges. It also operates on the level of intention. In occult philosophy, intention is the force that shapes reality, directing the flow of energy toward a particular outcome. When we meet someone for the first time, the intentions we carry with us are subtly communicated through our energy field, influencing the direction and tone of the interaction. If our intentions are clear and aligned with our highest self, such as the intention to connect authentically, to listen with compassion, or to offer kindness, the energetic field we create in that meeting will reflect those qualities. However, if our intentions are clouded by ego-driven desires, such as the need to impress, to control, or to manipulate, the energy of the interaction will be distorted, leading to miscommunication, misunderstandings, or a lack of genuine connection. The role of intention in shaping first impressions is akin to the alchemist's ability to control the process of transmutation. Just as the alchemist carefully selects the right materials and applies the correct process to create gold, we must approach our interactions with others with conscious intention, directing the flow of energy in a way that aligns with our spiritual goals. This requires self-awareness and mindfulness, for the energy we project in our first meetings is often a reflection of our deeper, sometimes unconscious, motivations. By becoming aware of these motivations and aligning them with higher principles of love, truth, and compassion, we can consciously influence the alchemical process of first encounters, transforming them into opportunities for growth, healing, and mutual upliftment. Esoteric traditions also teach that first impressions carry with them the potential for long-lasting karmic effects. Every meeting, no matter how brief, sets in motion a ripple of energy that extends beyond the moment of interaction. These ripples create energetic imprints, or karmic seeds, which can grow and manifest in future encounters, either in this lifetime or beyond. When we approach a first meeting with awareness and integrity, we plant positive karmic seeds that have the potential to blossom into meaningful, harmonious relationships. Conversely, when we bring negative energy or unconscious intentions into a meeting, we plant karmic seeds of discord that may later manifest as conflict, misunderstanding, or separation. Understanding the alchemical and karmic nature of first encounters allows us to approach them with a deeper sense of responsibility and purpose. No interaction is trivial, no meeting accidental. Each person we encounter on our path offers us an opportunity to transmute our energy, to heal old wounds, and to create new possibilities for connection and growth. The spiritual alchemy of first impressions, then, is not just about how we perceive others or how they perceive us. It is about how we choose to engage with the universal energies of creation, transformation, and connection. The alchemical process of first encounters is a sacred opportunity for spiritual transformation. By bringing awareness to the energy we project and receive in these moments, we can consciously participate in the creation of new energetic patterns that reflect our highest intentions. First impressions, when viewed through the lens of alchemy, become moments of profound possibility, moments in which we can transmute the base elements of fear, doubt, and ego into the spiritual gold of love, understanding, and authentic connection. Through this process, we not only transform our relationships with others but also advance on our own spiritual journey, moving ever closer to the realization of our highest self. Reading the subconscious mind through behavior. The subconscious mind is an ocean of hidden impulses, desires, and fears that shapes our actions, often without us being fully aware of it. In esoteric and occult teachings, the subconscious is seen not as a separate entity but as the shadowed counterpart to the conscious mind, a reservoir of everything we have experienced, suppressed, or forgotten over countless lifetimes. It holds within it the programming that governs much of our behavior, often dictating how we respond to people, situations, and events without us ever consciously understanding why. First impressions, especially the unspoken reactions and behaviors that arise in those initial moments, are often manifestations of this subconscious programming. In these subtle moments, we reveal more about our inner world than we might ever intend, and if we know how to observe and interpret these signs, we can gain profound insights into the hidden aspects of the self and others. The occult principle of as above, so below applies as much to the human mind as it does to the cosmos. Just as the stars and planets are reflections of greater spiritual truths, so too are our outward behaviors a reflection of the deeper, often unseen forces within us. The subconscious mind is constantly influencing our body language, tone of voice, and even the seemingly insignificant choices we make in social interactions. For example, the way someone unconsciously fidgets with their clothing or touches their face during a conversation can reveal underlying anxieties or emotional blocks. These gestures may seem meaningless on the surface, but they are symbolic of deeper currents within the psyche, unresolved tensions or desires that have not yet been integrated into conscious awareness. In esoteric knowledge, behavioral patterns are viewed as symbols of the inner world, much like the way dreams are interpreted in mystical traditions. Every action, every movement, carries a deeper meaning, and those who have developed the ability to read these signs can uncover the hidden motives and emotions that lie beneath the surface. For instance, a person who consistently avoids eye contact during a conversation may not simply be shy. Their behavior may be a reflection of a deeper fear of being seen, of having their true self revealed and judged. This avoidance is not a conscious choice but a subconscious defense mechanism, an attempt to protect the vulnerable aspects of the self from exposure. In contrast, someone who maintains steady and open eye contact may be expressing confidence and a willingness to connect on a deeper level, signaling that they are comfortable with their own authenticity and with being seen for who they truly are. The way we position ourselves in space, our posture, gestures, and physical distance from others, also speaks to the subconscious mind. A person who consistently stands with their arms crossed may be creating a subconscious barrier, signaling that they are not ready to engage emotionally or energetically with those around them. This closed posture reflects an internal state of defensiveness or protection, often rooted in past experiences of emotional pain or betrayal. Similarly, someone who habitually takes up more space, whether by spreading their arms or legs or by leaning back in their chair, may be subconsciously asserting their dominance or authority in a situation. This behavior reveals a need to control or influence the dynamic of the interaction, driven by an underlying fear of losing power or status. The study of these behaviors, what occult traditions might call the language of the subconscious, is not about judgment or criticism, but about understanding the hidden forces that shape our lives. The Rosicrucians, for example, believed that by becoming aware of our own subconscious programming, we could begin the process of spiritual transmutation, transforming the lower, reactive impulses of the psyche into higher states of consciousness. In this way, the act of observing and interpreting behavior becomes a form of self-awareness, a tool for personal growth and spiritual evolution. By learning to read the subconscious through behavior, we not only gain insight into others but also into ourselves, discovering the ways in which our own subconscious mind shapes our interactions with the world. One of the key principles in occult teachings is that what is hidden must eventually come to light. The subconscious mind, by its very nature, seeks expression, whether through dreams, behaviors, or seemingly random thoughts. It is in the subtle, often overlooked aspects of our behavior that the subconscious speaks most clearly. The way someone reacts to a compliment, for example, can reveal much about their self-esteem and inner beliefs. A person who quickly deflects praise or downplays their accomplishments may be harboring subconscious beliefs of unworthiness, perhaps shaped by early life experiences or societal conditioning. On the other hand, someone who accepts a compliment with grace and confidence is likely aligned with a subconscious belief in their own value, having integrated positive self-worth into their overall identity. In the context of first impressions, these subconscious behaviors are especially revealing because they are often unguarded and spontaneous. When we meet someone for the first time, we may attempt to present ourselves in a certain way, to project confidence, competence, or likability, but the subconscious mind is always at work, influencing the way we move, speak, and react. These initial moments are rich with information about a person's inner world, providing clues about their emotional state, their past experiences, and their deeper desires or fears. For instance, a person who quickly changes the subject when a personal question is asked may be subconsciously avoiding vulnerability, revealing an underlying fear of emotional exposure. Similarly, someone who constantly interrupts others during a conversation may be subconsciously expressing a need for control, driven by a fear of not being heard or acknowledged. Esoteric traditions also teach that by developing our intuition, we can deepen our ability to read the subconscious mind through behavior. Intuition is the faculty that allows us to perceive beyond the physical, to sense the energetic and emotional currents that flow beneath the surface of outward appearances. While body language and behavioral patterns offer important clues, it is through intuition that we can truly tap into the deeper truths of a person's subconscious. This requires cultivating a heightened state of awareness, a quieting of the rational mind so that we can attune to the more subtle vibrations of the psyche. Meditation, visualization, and practices such as aura reading are all tools that can enhance our intuitive abilities, allowing us to perceive the energetic imprints left by subconscious thoughts and emotions. To intuitively perceive the subconscious mind, we must learn to trust the subtle impressions we receive in the presence of others. These impressions may come in the form of fleeting feelings, images, or sensations, a sudden sense of tension in the body, a flash of insight, or an inexplicable emotional reaction. While these impressions may not always make sense to the rational mind, they are often indicators of the deeper energetic exchange taking place between two people. For example, you may meet someone who appears friendly and engaging on the surface, but you feel an underlying sense of unease or discomfort in their presence. This unease is your intuition picking up on something in their subconscious, perhaps unresolved anger, fear, or sadness, that is not being expressed openly but is nonetheless influencing the energetic dynamic between you. In this way, intuitive perception becomes a powerful tool for reading the subconscious mind, allowing us to move beyond the limitations of outward behavior and into the deeper realm of energetic truth. By developing this ability, we can navigate our relationships with greater awareness and compassion, understanding that much of what we encounter in others is not about them consciously choosing to behave in a certain way, but rather the result of their subconscious programming. This awareness opens the door to deeper connection and healing, as we recognize that the behavior we see on the surface is often just the tip of the iceberg, with much more lying beneath, waiting to be understood and integrated. Ultimately, the ability to read the subconscious mind through behavior is an invitation to look beyond the obvious and to engage with the hidden layers of human experience. It teaches us that every gesture, every movement, every word spoken or left unspoken, is a clue to the vast, intricate world of the subconscious. By developing the skills of observation, intuition, and energetic discernment, we can gain a deeper understanding of both ourselves and others, recognizing that the true nature of human interaction lies not in what is said or done, but in the unseen forces that shape our behavior from within. In this way, the study of the subconscious becomes not just a tool for analysis, but a path to greater empathy, self-awareness, and spiritual evolution. The influence of clothing and appearance on first impressions. In the world of esoteric wisdom, clothing and appearance are not simply superficial elements meant to shield the body or enhance beauty. They are profound extensions of one's inner essence, playing a vital role in the energetic exchanges that occur during human interactions. Ancient mystics and occultists taught that what we choose to wear, the colors, textures, and even how we adorn ourselves, are deeply symbolic, revealing much about our spiritual and emotional state. Clothing, in this understanding, is an expression of our vibrational frequency, a form of energetic armor or signal to the outside world. The way we dress not only impacts how others perceive us but also shapes the energetic dynamics of first impressions, setting the tone for the interactions that follow. Clothing has always held symbolic meaning in spiritual and esoteric traditions. From the robes of priests and shamans to the simple attire of monks, garments have been used to signify one's spiritual journey, role in society, and connection to the divine. In the Rosicrucian and Gnostic traditions, clothing was seen as more than just fabric, it was a representation of the soul's current state of evolution. The choices we make in how we present ourselves are not arbitrary. They are often guided by subconscious forces that reflect where we are on our spiritual path. For example, someone who dresses in dark, muted colors may be unconsciously expressing a need for protection, seeking to shield themselves from external energies. In contrast, an individual who wears bright, flowing fabrics might be signaling openness, creativity, or a connection to higher spiritual realms. Color, in particular, plays a significant role in the energetic impact of clothing. In esoteric color theory, every color vibrates at a specific frequency, and these frequencies influence both the wearer and those around them. Red, for instance, is associated with vitality, strength, and physical power. It is the color of the root chakra, connected to survival and grounding in the material world. When someone wears red, they are often projecting an aura of confidence, assertiveness, and dynamic energy. However, red can also signal aggression or a need for control, depending on the person's inner state. In contrast, blue is linked to the throat chakra and is associated with communication, truth, and serenity. Wearing blue can create an impression of calmness and clarity, suggesting that the individual is aligned with their higher truth and possesses a sense of inner peace. However, an overabundance of blue may also indicate emotional detachment or a fear of confrontation, showing how even subtle color choices can reflect deep subconscious dynamics. In this way, the colors we wear serve as a form of non-verbal communication, broadcasting our emotional and spiritual state before we even speak a word. Those who understand the esoteric significance of color can use it as a tool for both self-expression and energetic influence. By consciously choosing colors that resonate with the energies we wish to embody, we can align our appearance with our spiritual intentions. For example, someone who seeks to cultivate inner peace and emotional balance may choose to wear shades of green, which are associated with the heart chakra and the energy of healing and compassion. Similarly, someone preparing for an important presentation or event may choose to wear yellow, the color of the solar plexus chakra, which represents personal power, confidence, and self-esteem. In this way, clothing becomes an extension of our spiritual practice, a way of consciously shaping the energy we project into the world. Beyond color, the style and form of clothing also carry esoteric meaning. Loose, flowing garments, for instance, allow energy to move freely around the body, reflecting a state of openness and fluidity in the individual's energy field. Such clothing is often favored by those who are attuned to higher spiritual realms or who prioritize creativity and emotional expression. In contrast, tight, restrictive clothing can symbolize control, discipline, or a desire for structure, mirroring a more focused or grounded approach to life. However, from an esoteric perspective, overly restrictive clothing may also indicate a blockage in the energetic body, particularly in areas like the heart or throat chakras, where freedom of expression and emotional vulnerability are vital for spiritual growth. In this sense, the form of our clothing speaks to the state of our energetic flow, influencing both how we feel within ourselves and how others perceive us. Adornment, such as jewelry, accessories, and other personal embellishments, holds a special place in esoteric traditions. From ancient talismans to modern necklaces and rings, adornment has always been used to convey symbolic meaning and to serve as a form of energetic protection or enhancement. In the mystical traditions, jewelry is often considered an extension of the aura, a way of amplifying or protecting one's personal energy field. Stones and metals are believed to carry specific energetic properties, with certain materials being used to enhance specific spiritual qualities or to shield against negative influences. For example, wearing a piece of jewelry with a clear quartz stone is said to amplify clarity and spiritual insight, while hematite or black tourmaline may be worn for grounding and protection against negative energies. The choices we make in how we adorn ourselves are often guided by subconscious desires to either project or protect certain aspects of our energetic selves. Adornment also serves as a way of connecting with the deeper symbolic currents of the subconscious mind. A person who wears a particular symbol, such as an ankh, pentacle, or cross, may not be fully conscious of the esoteric meaning behind it, but on a deeper level, they are aligning themselves with the energies and traditions that those symbols represent. These symbols act as talismans, drawing specific vibrations into the wearer's energy field and influencing the way others perceive them. In many esoteric teachings, it is believed that wearing sacred symbols or items that have been charged with intention can enhance one's spiritual protection, attract positive energies, or even open doors to higher realms of consciousness. Thus, adornment becomes not just a form of personal expression, but a tool for spiritual practice and energetic influence. The symbolic language of clothing and appearance also extends to the concept of energetic transparency. In occult teachings, transparency refers to the ability of one's outer appearance to reflect the true state of their inner being. This transparency is not about being physically see-through but about cultivating an alignment between the inner and outer self, so that what we wear, how we carry ourselves, and the energy we project are in harmony with who we truly are. When we are energetically transparent, there is no dissonance between the image we present to the world and our authentic self. This creates a sense of ease and trust in our interactions with others, as people instinctively feel that we are being genuine and true to ourselves. However, when there is a disconnect between our inner state and our outward appearance, this creates an energetic dissonance that others can sense, even if they cannot articulate it. For example, someone who dresses in a way that projects confidence and power but who internally feels insecure or fearful may create an impression of inauthenticity. This energetic mismatch can lead to confusion or mistrust in first impressions, as the person's outward presentation does not align with their true energetic frequency. In esoteric teachings, this lack of alignment can also create blockages in the individual's own energy field, preventing them from fully accessing their personal power or spiritual potential. To cultivate energetic transparency, it is important to become mindful of how our clothing and appearance reflect our inner world. This requires a process of self-reflection, asking ourselves whether the image we present to the world is aligned with our authentic self. Are we dressing in a way that expresses our true spiritual and emotional state, or are we hiding behind a facade? Are we choosing clothing and adornments that amplify our inner light, or are we using them to mask insecurities or fears? By bringing awareness to these questions, we can begin to align our outer appearance with our inner truth, creating a sense of harmony that enhances both our own sense of well-being and the impressions we make on others. Ultimately, the influence of clothing and appearance on first impressions is a reflection of the deeper spiritual principle that everything we do, say, and wear is an expression of our inner state. In the esoteric traditions, clothing is not merely about fashion or function. It is a tool for energetic alignment, self-expression, and spiritual influence. By becoming aware of the symbolic and energetic meanings behind our choices, we can use clothing and adornment as a form of spiritual practice, aligning our outer appearance with our highest intentions and creating an energetic presence that resonates with authenticity, openness, and inner strength. In this way we dress becomes a powerful tool for shaping not only how others perceive us but also how we engage with the world on a deeper, spiritual level. The role of intuition in first impressions. Intuition is the key to unlocking the hidden dimensions of first impressions, serving as a bridge between the conscious mind and the vast realm of the subconscious, where unseen energies and vibrations play. In the teachings of occult and esoteric traditions, intuition is considered a higher faculty of perception, one that transcends the limitations of rational thought and the physical senses. It is through intuition that we can sense the true essence of another person beyond appearances, beyond words, and beyond the superficial layers of personality. Intuition allows us to tap into the energy field of the other person, to perceive their soul's vibration, and to understand their deeper intentions and emotional state. The esoteric view of intuition aligns with the concept of the higher self, that aspect of our consciousness which is connected to the divine and to universal wisdom. The higher self is always attuned to the flow of energy in the world around us, constantly receiving and processing information from the spiritual and energetic realms. When we meet someone for the first time, it is often the higher self that senses whether the person is trustworthy, whether there is a karmic connection, or whether there is something unspoken in the interaction that we need to be aware of. The challenge for most of us is that our conscious mind, our rational ego, often blocks or ignores these intuitive insights, preferring to rely on logic, past experiences, or societal norms in making judgments about others. In order to fully harness the power of intuition, we must learn to quiet the noise of the conscious mind and listen to the subtle signals that come from within. In mystical traditions, this practice is referred to as tuning in, or inner listening. This is not something that happens automatically. It requires cultivation and practice. Meditation, breathwork, and mindfulness are some of the key tools used by esoteric practitioners to develop this heightened state of awareness. When we meditate, we quiet the chattering mind and create space for the subtle voice of intuition to emerge. Over time, with regular practice, we begin to recognize the difference between the noise of the ego and the clarity of true intuitive insight. One of the ways intuition reveals itself in first impressions is through an immediate gut feeling about the other person. This feeling often arises spontaneously, before we have even had the chance to fully process the situation intellectually. It may come as a sense of warmth, ease, or connection with the person, signaling that the energies between you are harmonious and aligned. On the other hand, it may come as a sense of discomfort, tension, or unease, suggesting that there is a discordant energy at play. These initial feelings are often more accurate than we realize, as they arise from our intuitive faculties, which are attuned to the subtle vibrations that our rational mind may not yet recognize. The occult traditions also speak of intuition as the ability to read the energy field, or aura, of another person. The aura is the energetic field that surrounds the body, and it reflects the person's physical, emotional, and spiritual state. When we meet someone for the first time, our intuition can pick up on the color, texture, and movement of their aura, even if we are not consciously aware of it. For instance, a person with a bright, expansive aura may feel immediately warm and inviting, while someone with a murky or constricted aura may evoke feelings of discomfort or mistrust. This is not about judging others, but rather about recognizing the energetic frequencies they are carrying and how those frequencies interact with our own. Intuition is the gateway to perceiving these subtle dynamics and understanding the deeper truth of the encounter. Beyond the immediate impressions, intuition also allows us to perceive the potential of the relationship. Esoteric teachings suggest that every meeting has a karmic significance, whether it is to heal past wounds, teach lessons, or open doors to new opportunities. When we tune into our intuition, we can sense whether there is a deeper karmic bond with the person we have just met. This may come in the form of a feeling of recognition, as though we have known the person before, even if we are meeting them for the first time in this lifetime. Such feelings of recognition are often indicators of past life connections or karmic ties that have brought the two of you together again. These encounters are never random. They are orchestrated by the soul to bring about growth, healing, or resolution. In addition to past life recognition, intuition also helps us to perceive the energetic alignment of the relationship. There are times when we meet someone, and everything seems to flow effortlessly. Conversation, body language, and energy all align in a harmonious dance. This is often a sign that both individuals are vibrating at similar frequencies and that their energies are in sync. These relationships tend to be supportive, nourishing, and uplifting, as they create a space where both individuals can grow and evolve together. On the other hand, there are times when we feel an inexplicable tension or resistance in a new encounter. This can be a sign of misaligned energies, where the vibrational frequencies of the two individuals are not in harmony. In such cases, it may be wise to listen to the intuitive warning and proceed with caution, as these relationships can often lead to energetic imbalances or conflicts if pursued without awareness. However, intuition is not just about sensing potential risks or dangers, it is also about recognizing opportunities for deeper connection and spiritual growth. Often, our intuitive faculties will guide us toward people who can help us on our spiritual path, even if those connections are not immediately apparent. These individuals may act as mirrors, reflecting aspects of ourselves that we need to heal or integrate. They may also serve as guides, offering wisdom, support, or opportunities for expansion that align with our soul's purpose. Intuition allows us to recognize these hidden opportunities and to trust in the process of divine orchestration, knowing that every meeting, whether harmonious or challenging, is part of a greater spiritual plan. To further develop our intuition in reading first impressions, we must cultivate a sense of openness and receptivity. The conscious mind often rushes to make judgments, categorizing people based on surface-level characteristics or preconceived notions. Intuition, on the other hand, requires us to suspend these judgments and remain open to the deeper truths that may be revealed. This means approaching each encounter with curiosity rather than certainty, allowing space for the unfolding of energetic dynamics that may not be immediately obvious. By practicing presence and mindful awareness in our interactions, we create the conditions for intuition to flourish, giving us access to the hidden dimensions of human connection. One of the key practices in esoteric traditions for honing intuition is visualization. Before meeting someone new, it can be helpful to engage in a brief visualization exercise, where you imagine yourself connecting with your higher self and asking for guidance in perceiving the truth of the encounter. Visualize a bright light surrounding you, protecting your energy and helping you stay attuned to the subtle vibrations around you. As you enter the meeting, remain centered in this light, trusting that your intuition will guide you toward what you need to know. This practice not only enhances your intuitive abilities but also protects your energy from being influenced by external forces, allowing you to stay grounded and clear in your perceptions. Another important practice for developing intuition is to pay attention to the messages that come through dreams, synchronicities, and other forms of symbolic communication. The subconscious mind often communicates through symbols and metaphors, offering insights that are not immediately accessible to the rational mind. When we meet someone new, our intuition may provide subtle hints through dreams or seemingly coincidental events that offer deeper insights into the relationship. For example, you may have a dream about the person shortly after meeting them, or you may notice recurring symbols or themes that resonate with the energy of the interaction. By paying attention to these signs, we can gain a deeper understanding of the spiritual significance of the encounter. Intuition is the most powerful tool we have for navigating the complex world of first impressions. It allows us to perceive the deeper energetic and spiritual dimensions of every meeting, offering insights that go beyond the surface. By cultivating our intuitive faculties through practices such as meditation, visualization, and mindful awareness, we can learn to trust our inner guidance and recognize the hidden opportunities and challenges that arise in our interactions with others. Intuition connects us to the flow of universal wisdom, helping us to navigate relationships with clarity, compassion, and a deeper sense of purpose. Through intuition, we open the door to authentic connection, seeing others not just for who they appear to be, but for the divine beings they truly are, and recognizing the sacred role they play in our spiritual journey. Karma and first impressions. Recognizing past life connections. In the esoteric traditions, the concept of karma plays a central role in understanding the deeper, often unseen, dynamics that unfold in our interactions with others. Karma is not merely a system of reward and punishment. It is the natural law of cause and effect that governs the energetic and spiritual dimensions of our lives. Everything we do, say, or even think creates ripples in the fabric of existence, and those ripples eventually return to us, often through the people we encounter. First impressions, when viewed through the lens of karma, become far more significant than fleeting judgments. They are the echoes of past life connections, unresolved lessons, and spiritual contracts that have been carried forward through time. The moment we meet someone for the first time, the karmic energy between us is activated. This energy may feel familiar, as though we have met this person before, even if it is our first meeting in this lifetime. Such moments of recognition are often indicators of past life connections, where our souls have crossed paths before, leaving behind unfinished business or unresolved emotions that now seek resolution in this lifetime. In occult teachings, these meetings are not random. They are orchestrated by the soul as opportunities for healing, growth, and the balancing of karmic debts. The people we meet, whether we are immediately drawn to them or feel a sense of discomfort, are reflections of our own karmic journey, offering us the chance to address the spiritual imbalances that remain from our past. First impressions often carry the weight of these past life connections, and the intensity of the emotions we experience during these initial encounters can be a clue to their karmic origins. For example, you may meet someone and feel an instant sense of familiarity or even love, as though you have known them forever. This feeling of recognition may come with no rational explanation, yet it feels undeniable. In many esoteric traditions, this is seen as evidence of a karmic bond that has existed across multiple lifetimes. Perhaps this person was a close companion, lover, or family member in a past incarnation, and your souls have chosen to meet again in this lifetime to continue the journey together or to resolve unfinished lessons. These meetings are often imbued with a sense of destiny, as though the universe has conspired to bring you together for a higher purpose. On the other hand, there are times when a first impression triggers an inexplicable sense of discomfort, distrust, or even dislike. These reactions are often just as karmic as those of love or recognition, signaling that there may be unresolved conflicts or negative karmic ties from past lives that need to be addressed. For instance, someone who feels like an adversary or evokes a sense of caution upon first meeting may have played the role of a rival or antagonist in a previous incarnation. In such cases, the purpose of the present meeting is not to repeat the old patterns of conflict, but to heal and release the negative karmic energy that remains. These difficult encounters offer profound opportunities for growth, as they challenge us to transcend the lower vibrations of fear, resentment, or anger, and instead, to embrace forgiveness, understanding, and compassion. Esoteric teachings suggest that recognizing these past life connections is not only possible but essential for our spiritual evolution. By becoming aware of the karmic dynamics at play in our relationships, we can begin to navigate them with greater wisdom and intention. One of the keys to recognizing past life connections is paying attention to the emotional and energetic impact someone has on you during the first meeting. If the energy feels charged, whether positively or negatively, this is often an indication that there is a deeper karmic story unfolding. These charged encounters are rarely neutral. They stir something within you, awakening memories, emotions, or lessons that are ready to be integrated. In addition to emotional resonance, certain patterns of behavior or interaction can also provide clues to past life connections. For example, you may notice that someone behaves toward you as though they have known you for much longer than the short time you have known each other in this life. This may manifest as an immediate sense of comfort, trust, or even a feeling of obligation toward one another. Such behaviors are often the result of subconscious memories from past lives, where similar dynamics played out between you. These interactions can feel predestined, as though both of you are simply picking up where you left off in a previous lifetime. The familiarity and ease with which the relationship develops can be a sign that your souls are continuing a journey that began long ago. Another important aspect of recognizing past life connections in first impressions is the role of energetic exchange. In esoteric traditions, it is believed that each soul carries a unique vibrational frequency, shaped by its experiences across many lifetimes. When two souls meet, their frequencies either resonate harmoniously or create tension, depending on their karmic history. A harmonious exchange often feels effortless, as though both individuals are in sync with one another on a deep, unspoken level. This is a sign that the karmic energy between you is balanced, and your relationship in this lifetime is likely to be one of mutual support, growth, and understanding. In contrast, when the energetic exchange feels tense or discordant, it may indicate unresolved karmic imbalances that need to be addressed. The concept of karmic imbalances is central to understanding the role of past life connections in first impressions. Karmic imbalances occur when there is unresolved energy between two souls, energy that stems from unhealed wounds, unmet responsibilities, or unlearned lessons from previous lifetimes. When we meet someone with whom we have a karmic imbalance, the energy of that imbalance is immediately felt, often manifesting as a sense of unease, tension, or conflict. This is the soul's way of bringing the imbalance to the surface so that it can be healed and integrated. While these encounters can be challenging, they offer an opportunity for deep spiritual transformation, as they invite us to break free from old patterns and to restore harmony within ourselves and our relationships. To navigate these karmic encounters with wisdom, it is essential to cultivate a sense of awareness and detachment. The emotions that arise during first impressions, especially those that feel intense or charged, are not necessarily reflections of the present moment. They are echoes of the past, calling us to pay attention to what needs healing. By practicing mindfulness and self-reflection, we can begin to discern whether our reactions to someone are truly about the present or whether they are being colored by unresolved karmic energy from the past. This awareness allows us to approach the relationship with greater clarity and intention, recognizing that the purpose of the encounter is not to repeat old patterns, but to heal and evolve. Esoteric traditions also teach that one of the most powerful ways to heal karmic imbalances is through forgiveness. Forgiveness is not just a moral or ethical act, it is a profound spiritual practice that releases the energetic bonds of karma, allowing both individuals to move forward in their evolution. When we forgive someone with whom we have a karmic tie, whether from this lifetime or a previous one, we dissolve the negative energy that has kept us bound to them, freeing both our soul and theirs. This act of forgiveness is not about condoning harmful behavior. Rather, it is about releasing the energetic charge of resentment, anger, or pain, so that we can restore balance and peace within ourselves. In recognizing past life connections and karmic relationships, it is also important to remember that not all karmic ties are negative or challenging. Many of the people we meet in this lifetime are souls with whom we share positive karma, souls who have supported, loved, and nurtured us across multiple incarnations. These relationships often feel like gifts, as they bring a sense of joy, harmony, and deep connection. These souls may come into our lives to remind us of the beauty of our spiritual journey, to offer support as we navigate challenges, or to simply share in the joy of being together once again. These karmic connections are just as significant as the more challenging ones, as they provide the nourishment and encouragement we need to continue growing and evolving. Ultimately, karma and first impressions are inextricably linked, as every meeting is a reflection of the soul's journey through time and space. By becoming aware of the karmic energies that shape our relationships, we can approach first impressions with greater insight and understanding. Whether the connection feels harmonious or challenging, every encounter offers an opportunity for healing, growth, and transformation. Through the practice of awareness, forgiveness, and compassion, we can resolve karmic imbalances, deepen our connections with others, and continue our soul's evolution toward greater wisdom and love. In this way, first impressions become sacred moments of karmic unfolding, where the past meets the present, and the soul is given the opportunity to heal and ascend. The spirituality of space and energy fields. In the esoteric traditions, the importance of space and the energy fields that surround us is deeply intertwined with the process of understanding first impressions. The space in which we meet someone, and the energies present in that space, play a critical role in shaping the initial connection between individuals. Far from being neutral or empty, every space carries its own vibrational frequency, and the way we perceive others during first encounters is greatly influenced by the energetic environment in which these encounters take place. Understanding the spiritual principles that govern space and energy fields allows us to cultivate more conscious interactions, transforming first impressions into sacred exchanges imbued with intention and awareness. One of the core principles of sacred space is drawn from the esoteric teachings of sacred geometry. Sacred geometry is the belief that certain geometric shapes and patterns hold spiritual significance and align with the fundamental structure of the universe. These patterns, such as the flower of life, the Fibonacci sequence, or the golden ratio, are found throughout nature and are believed to create a harmonious flow of energy. When we arrange our physical space with an awareness of these patterns, we enhance the spiritual resonance of that space, creating an environment that supports clear and balanced energetic exchanges. In this context, the space where you meet someone for the first time becomes more than just a location. It becomes a container for the energetic dynamics between you and the other person. The energy of a space also directly impacts the flow of conversation and the depth of the connection that can be established during a first impression. For example, spaces that are cluttered or chaotic tend to disrupt the flow of energy, leading to fragmented conversations and a sense of disconnection between individuals. In contrast, spaces that are clean, organized, and imbued with a sense of harmony create an environment that supports open communication and deeper connection. Esoteric traditions emphasize the importance of creating sacred spaces, whether in our homes, offices, or social environments, to foster interactions that are aligned with higher vibrations of love, truth, and compassion. By paying attention to the energy of the space, we can influence the quality of our interactions, ensuring that first impressions are rooted in clarity and spiritual alignment. One of the key ways to create a sacred space is through the practice of energy clearing and purification. In many esoteric traditions, spaces accumulate energetic imprints from the thoughts, emotions, and actions of the people who inhabit them. Over time, these imprints can create stagnant or negative energy, which can influence the mood and behavior of anyone who enters the space. For this reason, it is essential to regularly cleanse and purify spaces to ensure that the energy remains clear and supportive. Techniques for clearing space include smudging with sage or other sacred herbs, using sound, such as bells, chimes, or singing bowls, and visualizing light or divine energy filling the space. These practices help to remove any lingering negative energy and restore balance to the environment, creating a foundation for positive and harmonious first impressions. In addition to cleansing the space, the positioning of objects and furniture within a room also affects the flow of energy. This is where the principles of feng shui, an ancient Chinese practice that focuses on harmonizing the energy of spaces, come into play. Feng shui teaches that the way we arrange our environment influences not only the energy within the space but also the energy of our relationships and interactions. For example, sitting with your back to a door during a conversation can create a sense of vulnerability or unease, as the energy flow is interrupted by the unseen space behind you. Conversely, positioning yourself so that you can see the entrance to a room allows for a more grounded and secure energy, supporting open and confident communication. In the context of first impressions, being mindful of the energy flow in the space can make a significant difference in how the interaction unfolds. Imagine meeting someone in a dark, cramped room versus meeting them in a bright, open space with natural light and harmonious decor. The energy of the space directly influences how both individuals feel and perceive each other, affecting everything from the tone of the conversation to the subtle energetic exchange that takes place. By creating a space that is energetically supportive and aligned with sacred geometry or feng shui principles, we can ensure that first impressions are not tainted by environmental distractions but are instead grounded in clarity and connection. The energy fields that surround individuals, often referred to as auras, also play a crucial role in shaping first impressions. Every person has an aura, an electromagnetic field that radiates from the body and extends outward, interacting with the energy fields of others and the space around them. The condition of an individual's aura can reveal much about their emotional, mental, and spiritual state. A healthy, vibrant aura suggests a person who is balanced, open, and aligned with their higher self, while a weakened or fragmented aura may indicate stress, emotional turmoil, or a disconnection from one's spiritual essence. When two people meet for the first time, their auras come into contact, and this interaction creates an energetic exchange that influences how each person perceives the other. In esoteric traditions, it is taught that we can sense the aura of another person intuitively, even if we are not consciously aware of it. This is why first impressions often carry a feeling that goes beyond what is said or done during the interaction. You may feel drawn to someone because their aura resonates with yours, creating a sense of comfort and familiarity. Alternatively, you may feel uneasy around someone whose aura feels chaotic or misaligned, signaling that there may be unresolved emotional or spiritual issues that are affecting their energy field. Understanding the dynamics of auras allows us to navigate first impressions with greater insight, recognizing that the energy exchange between auras plays a pivotal role in shaping the tone and depth of the connection. In addition to sensing the aura, we can also protect our own energy field from being negatively influenced during first impressions. In esoteric teachings, it is believed that our auras can be affected by the energies of others, especially if we are in a space where negative or unbalanced energies are present. This is why it is important to engage in practices that strengthen and protect the aura, such as visualization, grounding exercises, and the use of protective crystals or symbols. For example, before entering a new space or meeting someone for the first time, you can visualize a shield of white light surrounding your aura, creating a protective barrier that prevents negative energies from entering your energy field. This simple practice helps to maintain the integrity of your aura, ensuring that your energy remains balanced and clear during the interaction. The concept of energetic boundaries is also important in the context of first impressions. Just as physical boundaries define personal space, energetic boundaries define the space within which we feel safe and secure on a spiritual level. When we meet someone for the first time, we instinctively establish energetic boundaries based on the vibrations we sense from the other person. These boundaries are often fluid and can shift depending on the energy exchange that takes place. If the person we are meeting has a strong, positive energy, we may feel comfortable allowing them into our energetic space, creating a sense of closeness and connection. However, if the energy feels invasive or unsettling, we may instinctively reinforce our boundaries, creating distance to protect our aura from being overwhelmed by negative vibrations. The practice of maintaining healthy energetic boundaries is essential for those who are highly sensitive to the energies of others. In esoteric teachings, individuals who are empathic or intuitive often absorb the emotions and energies of those around them, sometimes to their own detriment. By learning to establish and maintain clear energetic boundaries, we can ensure that our own energy field remains intact, even in the presence of intense or disruptive energies. This allows us to engage in first impressions with a sense of inner strength and clarity, knowing that we can protect our own energy while still being open to positive connections. Lastly, the concept of energetic positioning plays a significant role in first impressions. In esoteric traditions, the way we position ourselves in relation to others can influence the flow of energy between us. For example, sitting or standing directly across from someone creates a direct energetic connection, allowing for a more intense exchange of energy and communication. This positioning can be powerful in situations where deep conversation or emotional connection is desired, but it can also feel overwhelming if there is an energetic imbalance between the individuals. In contrast, sitting side by side or at an angle creates a more relaxed and indirect flow of energy, which can be helpful in situations where a softer, more gradual connection is preferred. The spirituality of space and energy fields is an integral part of understanding the deeper dynamics of first impressions. By paying attention to the energy of the space, the condition of our aura, and the energetic boundaries we establish, we can approach first impressions with greater awareness and intention. Whether through the practice of sacred geometry, energy clearing, or aura protection, we have the ability to shape the energetic environment in which first impressions unfold, creating a foundation for deeper, more meaningful connections. In this way, every encounter becomes an opportunity to align our energy with higher spiritual principles, ensuring that first impressions are not only harmonious but also transformative, setting the stage for authentic and soulful relationships. How to project your best self energetically. Projecting your best self in any interaction goes beyond the physical or verbal aspects of presentation. It taps into the realms of energy, intention, and spiritual alignment. In the esoteric traditions, the way we project ourselves into the world is an outward manifestation of our inner state of being, and it is through this energetic projection that others perceive us on a deeper level. The first impression we make on someone is not just about our appearance or our words. It is the energy we radiate, the vibration we carry, that leaves the most lasting impact. Cultivating the ability to consciously project your best self energetically requires an understanding of how your inner world influences your outer presence, as well as a commitment to practices that align your energy with your highest self. At the core of this process is the principle that energy follows intention. In esoteric wisdom, intention is understood as the driving force behind the energy we emit. Our thoughts, emotions, and desires shape the quality of our energy field, and this energy radiates outward, influencing how others perceive us. When we meet someone for the first time, whether consciously or unconsciously, they are picking up on the subtle frequencies of our intentions. If our intention is clear, compassionate, and aligned with our higher self, we naturally project an energy that is warm, inviting, and authentic. Conversely, if our intention is clouded by fear, insecurity, or ego-driven desires, the energy we project may feel fragmented or off balance, leading to misunderstandings or superficial connections. To project your best self energetically, it is essential to cultivate clarity of intention. This means taking the time to connect with your higher self and align your intentions with your spiritual values before entering any interaction. A simple yet powerful practice for this is to engage in a brief moment of reflection or meditation before meeting someone. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and ask yourself, what is my true intention for this interaction? By setting an intention that is rooted in qualities such as kindness, authenticity, or openness, you align your energy with higher frequencies, ensuring that what you project is a reflection of your best self. Once your intention is set, the next step is to focus on the state of your energy field or aura. In esoteric traditions, the aura is seen as a reflection of our inner emotional and spiritual state. A clear, vibrant aura indicates a person who is centered, grounded, and aligned with their higher self, while a dull or fragmented aura suggests an imbalance in the energetic body. To ensure that you are projecting your best self, it is important to regularly cleanse and balance your aura. There are various methods for doing this, including visualization, breathwork, and the use of crystals or sacred herbs like sage. One simple but effective technique is to visualize a radiant white light surrounding your body, cleansing any stagnant or negative energy from your aura and filling it with pure, high vibrational energy. As you visualize this light, you can also affirm to yourself, I release all that does not serve my highest good, and I align with the energy of love, clarity, and truth. Grounding is another essential practice for projecting your best self energetically. In esoteric teachings, grounding refers to the process of connecting your energy to the earth, creating a stable foundation from which to interact with others. When we are grounded, our energy is steady and balanced, and we are less likely to be influenced by external forces or negative vibrations. To ground yourself before an important interaction, imagine roots extending from the base of your spine or feet deep into the earth, anchoring you to the energy of the planet. As you breathe deeply, feel this connection strengthening, allowing you to remain calm, centered, and present no matter what unfolds during the meeting. Grounding not only stabilizes your energy but also helps you project an aura of calm confidence, which others instinctively respond to with trust and openness. Another key element of projecting your best self energetically is the alignment of your heart energy. In esoteric traditions, the heart chakra is considered the center of compassion, love, and authentic connection. When we project energy from the heart, we create a field of warmth and openness that others can feel on a deep, non-verbal level. To cultivate this heart-centered energy, focus on expanding your heart chakra before meeting someone. You can do this by placing your hand over your heart and visualizing a radiant green light emanating from this center, filling your entire body and extending outward into the space around you. As you focus on this energy, silently repeat an affirmation such as, "I am open to love, connection, and understanding." This practice not only helps to align your energy with compassion but also creates a magnetic field that draws others to you in a genuine and positive way. In addition to working with your own energy, it is also important to be mindful of the energy dynamics between you and the other person. In esoteric traditions, it is taught that energy exchanges between individuals can either uplift and harmonize or deplete and create discord. Being aware of these exchanges allows you to navigate the interaction with greater consciousness, ensuring that you maintain your energetic integrity while also contributing to a harmonious exchange. One way to do this is to practice energetic discernment, tuning into how the other person's energy feels and adjusting your own energy accordingly. If you sense that the other person's energy is tense or closed, you can consciously project more calming, supportive energy to create a sense of ease and openness. Alternatively, if you feel that their energy is overwhelming or aggressive, you can strengthen your own boundaries by visualizing a protective shield around your aura, ensuring that you are not absorbing their negative energy. Another important aspect of projecting your best self energetically is the use of body language and posture. In esoteric teachings, the body is seen as a reflection of the mind and spirit, and the way we carry ourselves can either enhance or diminish the energy we project. Open, relaxed body language signals that you are confident, present, and receptive, while closed or tense body language can create energetic barriers that make it difficult for others to connect with you. To ensure that your body language supports the positive energy you are projecting, practice mindfulness of your posture and gestures. Keep your shoulders relaxed, your spine aligned, and your arms uncrossed. Maintain eye contact with the person you are speaking to, but do so with a soft, non-invasive gaze that conveys warmth and presence. These subtle shifts in body language create an energetic invitation for others to connect with you on a deeper level, enhancing the overall flow of energy in the interaction. Voice and tone also play a critical role in how you project your energy. In esoteric traditions, the voice is considered a powerful tool for shaping reality, as it carries not only the message of the words but also the vibrational frequency of your intention. To project your best self, pay attention to the tone, pitch, and rhythm of your voice. Speak slowly and clearly, allowing your words to carry the energy of your intention. A calm, steady voice suggests inner peace and confidence, while a rushed or strained voice may signal anxiety or insecurity. You can also practice using your voice as a tool for transmitting positive energy by infusing your speech with kindness, sincerity, and authenticity. The energy of your voice will resonate with others, creating an atmosphere of trust and openness that enhances the first impression you make. It is important to remember that projecting your best self energetically is not about creating a false persona or trying to control how others see you. It is about aligning your inner and outer selves so that the energy you project is an authentic reflection of who you truly are. When we are aligned with our higher self, we naturally radiate qualities such as compassion, wisdom, and integrity, and others are drawn to us not because of any external manipulation but because they resonate with the truth of our energy. This authenticity is the foundation of all meaningful connections, and it is through this alignment that we create the most powerful and lasting first impressions. Finally, to sustain this energetic alignment over time, it is important to engage in regular spiritual practices that keep your energy field clear and balanced. Meditation, yoga, breathwork, and time in nature are all powerful tools for maintaining a high vibrational frequency and ensuring that you continue to project your best self in all interactions. These practices help you remain grounded, centered, and connected to your higher self, allowing you to navigate the world with clarity and confidence. By making these practices a regular part of your life, you not only enhance the energy you project but also create a foundation of inner peace and strength that supports you in all areas of life. Projecting your best self energetically is about more than just appearance or words. It is about aligning your intention, energy, and presence with your highest spiritual potential. By cultivating practices that enhance your aura, ground your energy, and open your heart, you can ensure that the energy you project is authentic, compassionate, and magnetic. Through this alignment, you create powerful first impressions that reflect the truth of who you are, inviting others to connect with you on a deep and meaningful level. In this way, every interaction becomes an opportunity to share your light with the world and to contribute to the greater harmony of the collective. Using esoteric knowledge to make lasting impressions. Mastering the art of making lasting impressions through esoteric knowledge is not just about presenting yourself in the best possible light, but about creating authentic connections that resonate on a deeper, spiritual level. When we apply esoteric principles such as energy alignment, intention, and intuitive awareness, we elevate the way we interact with others, making each impression a gateway to transformative, soul-level exchanges. The key to making a lasting impression lies in understanding that every interaction is an opportunity to project your true essence, one that aligns with higher spiritual principles, engages with others in a genuine way, and leaves a deep energetic imprint that endures. To create a lasting impression, we must first understand that everything is energy. This fundamental principle, deeply rooted in mystical and occult traditions, teaches that every thought, word, and action carries an energetic signature. When you meet someone for the first time, the energy you project is the most powerful communicator, even beyond what is spoken or seen. People may forget what you say or how you look, but they will always remember how you made them feel. The energetic resonance you leave behind, therefore, is what truly determines whether your impression will linger in their memory. The concept of energy in esoteric teachings is closely related to the idea of vibration. Every individual vibrates at a specific frequency, and this frequency is determined by your thoughts, emotions, spiritual alignment, and overall state of being. To make a lasting impression, it is crucial that your vibration is aligned with qualities that resonate on a higher level, such as love, compassion, wisdom, and authenticity. These are the vibrations that naturally attract and uplift others, leaving an enduring impression long after the interaction has ended. One of the most powerful tools for elevating your vibration is the practice of presence. In esoteric traditions, presence is the state of being fully aware and conscious in the moment, without distraction or pretense. When you are truly present, your energy is focused, calm, and attentive, which creates an atmosphere of trust and connection. People can sense when you are fully engaged and when your energy is scattered or divided. By practicing presence, you align your energy with the here and now, allowing you to connect with others on a deeper level. This state of presence communicates respect, sincerity, and openness, qualities that naturally make a strong and lasting impression. To cultivate presence, it is important to quiet the mind and ground yourself before entering any interaction. In esoteric practice, grounding refers to the process of connecting your energy with the earth, which helps to stabilize your vibration and keep you centered in the present moment. A simple grounding exercise before meeting someone can involve closing your eyes, taking deep breaths, and visualizing roots extending from your feet into the earth. As you exhale, imagine any excess energy or tension draining into the ground, leaving you calm and clear. This practice not only enhances your ability to stay present but also ensures that the energy you project is grounded, steady, and strong. Another key aspect of making a lasting impression is the ability to align your energy with the energy of the other person. In esoteric terms, this is often referred to as harmonizing or tuning into another's vibration. When you meet someone, your energy fields come into contact, and the interaction between those fields can either create harmony or discord. To create a lasting, positive impression, it is important to attune yourself to the other person's energy and find ways to harmonize with them. This does not mean changing who you are, but rather, becoming more sensitive to their energetic state and adjusting your approach in a way that fosters connection. One of the ways to attune yourself to another person's energy is through the practice of active listening. In esoteric teachings, listening is seen as a form of energetic exchange. When you listen deeply, you are receiving the other person's energy and allowing them to be fully seen and heard. This creates a space of openness and trust, which strengthens the connection between you. Active listening goes beyond simply hearing the words being spoken. It involves paying attention to the energy behind the words, the tone of voice, and the subtle cues that reveal the speaker's emotional and spiritual state. By practicing active listening, you align your energy with the other person's, creating a resonance that leaves a lasting impression of care and presence. In addition to listening, the practice of mindful speech is another powerful tool for creating a lasting impression. Esoteric traditions emphasize the importance of speaking with intention, as words carry their own vibrational frequency and have the power to create or destroy. When you speak from a place of sincerity, truth, and compassion, your words resonate with the listener on a deeper level, leaving an energetic imprint that lasts beyond the conversation. Mindful speech involves choosing your words carefully, speaking from the heart, and ensuring that your words are aligned with your highest intentions. This creates a sense of authenticity and integrity that others instinctively respond to, enhancing the impression you leave behind. Another essential element in making a lasting impression is the projection of confidence, not ego-driven confidence, but a grounded sense of self that comes from being in alignment with your higher self. In esoteric teachings, true confidence arises from knowing who you are on a soul level and understanding your place in the universe. When you are connected to your higher self, you naturally exude a calm and centered energy that others find reassuring and attractive. This type of confidence is not about boasting or dominating a conversation. It is about quietly radiating an inner strength that invites others to trust and respect you. One way to cultivate this type of confidence is through the practice of self-awareness. In esoteric traditions, self-awareness is considered one of the highest forms of spiritual knowledge. By developing a deep understanding of your own strengths, weaknesses, and patterns, you can move through the world with greater authenticity and purpose. Self-awareness allows you to recognize when your energy is aligned and when it is not, enabling you to make conscious adjustments to stay in alignment with your higher self. The more self-aware you become, the more confident you feel in your interactions, and the more lasting and meaningful your impressions will be. A lasting impression is also deeply influenced by your ability to project kindness and compassion. In the esoteric traditions, compassion is seen as one of the highest spiritual virtues, as it opens the heart and creates a bridge between souls. When you approach an interaction with a genuine desire to understand and support the other person, your energy naturally radiates warmth and openness, making it easier for them to connect with you on a soul level. Compassionate energy is magnetic. It draws people in, creates a sense of safety, and leaves a powerful, lasting impression of love and acceptance. To cultivate this energy, practice opening your heart before any interaction, visualizing your heart chakra glowing with a bright green light, radiating compassion to all those you meet. In addition to compassion, the projection of gratitude can leave a profound and lasting impression. Gratitude, in esoteric teachings, is one of the most potent forms of positive energy. When we express genuine gratitude for someone's presence, actions, or words, we create a powerful energetic exchange that elevates the vibration of the interaction. This energy is often felt deeply by the other person, making them feel valued and appreciated, which strengthens the bond between you. By regularly practicing gratitude, both inwardly and outwardly, you can ensure that your interactions leave behind an impression of positivity and joy. Finally, a lasting impression is not just about what happens during the interaction but also how you follow up afterward. Esoteric wisdom teaches that relationships are built on energy exchanges over time, and it is important to maintain the flow of positive energy even after the initial meeting. Sending a follow-up message that expresses appreciation or sharing a meaningful reflection from the conversation keeps the energy of the interaction alive and deepens the connection. This continued exchange of positive energy helps to solidify the impression you have made, ensuring that it lasts long after the first encounter has ended. Creating a lasting impression using esoteric knowledge requires a holistic approach, one that involves aligning your energy, intentions, and actions with higher spiritual principles. By cultivating presence, attuning to the other person's energy, practicing active listening and mindful speech, and projecting confidence, compassion, and gratitude, you create an energetic field that resonates deeply with those you meet. This resonance leaves a powerful and lasting imprint, one that transcends words or appearances and connects on the soul level. Ultimately, the goal of making a lasting impression is not to manipulate or control how others perceive you, but to authentically share your highest self with the world, creating connections that are meaningful, transformative, and enduring. Transforming life through esoteric wisdom of first impressions. The journey we've undertaken through the exploration of first impressions from an esoteric and spiritual perspective is not just about improving social interactions, but about cultivating a deeper awareness of the energies that govern human connection. At the heart of this knowledge lies the understanding that everything in life is interconnected through the subtle dance of vibrations, and the impressions we create and receive are reflections of our own spiritual state. To transform your life using the esoteric wisdom of first impressions is to awaken to the truth that each encounter holds the potential for profound personal growth, healing, and transformation. When we approach first impressions with mindfulness, spiritual awareness, and the tools of ancient mystical traditions, we open the door to a life filled with deeper, more authentic relationships and greater alignment with our higher self. One of the most profound ways that esoteric wisdom can transform your life is through the cultivation of self-awareness. The teachings of the Rosicrucians, Gnostics, and other mystical traditions emphasize the importance of knowing oneself as the foundation for all spiritual growth. The impressions you make on others are a direct reflection of your inner state, and by developing greater self-awareness, you can consciously shape the energy you project into the world. This self-awareness is not about self-criticism or judgment. Rather, it is about recognizing your patterns, habits, and energetic tendencies so that you can bring them into alignment with your highest spiritual ideals. To begin this process of transformation, it is essential to integrate regular self-reflective practices into your daily life. Meditation, journaling, and mindful observation are powerful tools for developing self-awareness. In meditation, you quiet the mind and tune into the subtle energies of your thoughts, emotions, and body. By regularly observing yourself in this way, you become more attuned to the fluctuations in your energy field, which allows you to make adjustments before you meet others. Journaling is another effective practice for reflecting on your interactions with others, providing insight into the emotional and energetic dynamics of your relationships. Over time, these practices deepen your understanding of how your inner world shapes your outer experience, allowing you to project your best self in all interactions. Beyond self-awareness, Esoteric wisdom teaches the importance of mastering your emotional and energetic states to ensure that the impressions you create are aligned with your higher self. Emotions are powerful carriers of energy, and they play a significant role in the way you are perceived by others. When your emotions are in harmony, when you are operating from a place of love, compassion, and balance, the energy you project is clear and uplifting, creating a positive impression that draws others toward you. Conversely, when your emotions are turbulent, your energy becomes fragmented, and this creates confusion or discomfort in those you meet. By cultivating emotional mastery through spiritual practices such as breathwork, visualization, and energy healing, you can maintain a balanced and high vibrational state, regardless of external circumstances. One of the most powerful emotional states you can cultivate is love, which esoteric teachings identify as the highest vibration. Love, in this context, is not limited to romantic feelings but is understood as a universal force that transcends the ego and connects all beings. When you meet others from a place of love, you radiate a warmth and openness that is deeply magnetic. People are naturally drawn to those who embody this energy because it resonates with the divine spark within them. Love is also the antidote to fear, judgment, and separation, the lower vibrations that can disrupt connections and leave negative impressions. By consciously choosing to approach every interaction with love, you elevate not only your own vibration but also the energy of the entire interaction, making it more likely that the impression you leave is one of peace, kindness, and harmony. Another key aspect of transforming your life through esoteric wisdom is the practice of energetic alignment. This involves ensuring that your thoughts, emotions, and actions are in harmony with one another and with your higher self. When you are energetically aligned, there is no dissonance between what you say, what you feel, and how you act. This creates a sense of authenticity and integrity that others can sense immediately. In esoteric terms, this alignment is the foundation of your energetic presence, the way you show up in the world. When your energy is clear and aligned, the impressions you create are naturally powerful and positive because they reflect the truth of who you are. A key practice for maintaining energetic alignment is setting daily intentions. Intentions are powerful tools in the esoteric traditions because they direct the flow of your energy and focus your mind on the qualities you wish to embody. By setting an intention before any interaction, you consciously shape the energy you bring into the encounter, ensuring that it aligns with your spiritual goals. For example, before meeting someone for the first time, you might set an intention to listen with compassion, to speak with clarity, or to remain grounded in your truth. By doing so, you create an energetic framework that guides your actions and helps you make a positive, lasting impression. Esoteric teachings also remind us that first impressions are not just about how we are perceived by others. They are about how we perceive ourselves and the world around us. The way you view the world, your perceptions, beliefs, and attitudes, shapes the reality you experience. If you approach interactions with a mindset of openness, curiosity, and reverence for the divine in others, you are more likely to have meaningful, transformative exchanges. However, if you approach the world with suspicion, fear, or judgment, your interactions will reflect those lower vibrations, creating a more negative and limited experience. By shifting your perception to align with higher spiritual truths, such as the belief in the interconnectedness of all beings, you create a life filled with deeper connections and more harmonious relationships. One of the most transformative aspects of esoteric wisdom is the understanding that every first impression is an opportunity for spiritual growth. The people you meet are not random. They are reflections of your inner world and teachers on your spiritual path. Each encounter offers you the chance to learn more about yourself, to heal old wounds, and to evolve into a more conscious and compassionate being. This shift in perspective changes the way you approach relationships, as you begin to see each person as a mirror of your own soul, offering you insight into the aspects of yourself that are ready to be integrated or transformed. For example, if you find that certain people trigger feelings of discomfort, irritation, or judgment, this is an opportunity to look inward and ask yourself what aspect of your own shadow is being reflected. The esoteric principle of as within, so without teaches that the external world is a mirror of your internal state. By recognizing that the people who challenge you are providing you with valuable lessons, you can approach those interactions with gratitude and a willingness to grow. In this way, even the most difficult first impressions become opportunities for spiritual evolution, as they help you uncover and heal the parts of yourself that are in need of attention. Esoteric wisdom also encourages us to view first impressions through the lens of karma. Every interaction creates an energetic imprint that affects both your present and future experiences. When you meet someone with an open heart, clear intention, and aligned energy, you plant seeds of positive karma that will return to you in the form of harmonious relationships, opportunities for growth, and spiritual blessings. Conversely, when you approach interactions from a place of fear, ego, or manipulation, you create karmic imbalances that may manifest as conflict, separation, or missed opportunities. By becoming more mindful of the energy you bring into every encounter, you can consciously create a path of positive karma, ensuring that the impressions you leave behind are aligned with your highest spiritual aspirations. Ultimately, transforming your life through the esoteric wisdom of first impressions is about recognizing the sacred nature of every interaction. Each encounter is an opportunity to share your light with the world, to uplift others, and to deepen your connection to the divine. By cultivating self-awareness, emotional mastery, energetic alignment, and spiritual presence, you create a powerful energetic signature that leaves a lasting, positive impression on everyone you meet. This transformation extends beyond your relationships with others. It also transforms your relationship with yourself, as you become more aligned with your higher self and more attuned to the subtle energies that shape your life. The esoteric wisdom of first impressions is a gateway to profound personal and spiritual transformation. By applying these ancient teachings to your interactions, you can create lasting impressions that reflect the truth of who you are and that contribute to the greater harmony of the world. Whether through self-awareness, energetic alignment, or the practice of love and compassion, the impressions you make have the power to change not only your life but also the lives of those you meet. In this way, first impressions become sacred exchanges, moments of divine connection that help you and others evolve toward greater wisdom, love, and unity.